Hello again. Back again so soon. But you get ideas for videos, you got to do them, ain't you? Anyway, I'm Chris, Suffolk record collector. Let me just turn this down a minute. Back to do another video, as the title suggests. 2 scarce box sets. Well, all box sets become scarce, don't they? Or the good ones when they become out of print. One's been out of print for many years, and one is a more modern box set, but it's out of print now, as far as I know. Now, this could be a long video. They are quite large box sets. I think the first box set I'm going to show, and I am going to show a record that I'm really passionate about at the end, okay, which I've shown before, but we'll get to that in a minute, or later, because like I say, this could be long. One box set is 8 records, and the other box set is 13 records, okay? So I'm going to spend a bit of time on, because the first one, because it could be something new to a lot of people. So, you know, be warned, this video could be long. I don't care. I enjoy doing these videos. Right, that said, before I start, I'm going to take a couple of moments to just have a chat about the channel. I started this channel maybe 2 years ago now, approximately, about that, and it's slowly grown. Starting to grow a little bit more now. Now, I'm urging people. I've noticed that 58% are not subscribed to my channel. That's fine, but I'm urging you to subscribe, people to subscribe. Now, people can say, oh yeah, he wants to. No, I do not want to monetize my channel. I'm going to go on camera and state right now, I will never, ever monetize my channel, okay? I will never, ever have a Patreon page or anything like that. All my content is going to be free for everybody, yeah? I'm not interested in what you can earn from YouTube or whatever. People say, well, surely you don't want YouTube to earn that money that you could get. Well, that's like this. YouTube are giving me a free platform, yeah, to talk about the records that I am passionate about, and I'm passionate about these records and to get them out there to people across the world. I'm now starting to get messages from people like from Malaysia. I had one this morning from someone in Malaysia. Just a hi, Chris. Thank you, very great video. You know, all the best, keep them coming, that sort of thing. From Malaysia, from Australia, and I think that is brilliant. Okay, nothing against people who monetize their channel at all. No, that's fine. That's fine, but I will never, ever do that, okay? My content, and that's not the best content in the world, is it? I can't even edit a bloody video. I don't even know how to do that. So, I mean, I've got a laptop, a really nice laptop, MacBook, yeah, that I surf the internet on. That's about all I can do on it, because I don't know how to use the bloody thing properly. And I certainly don't know how to make the video with it. I tried the other day, and it won't go. So I'm going to have to look up about that. Anyway, so that's that out of the way. I want to thank everybody who comment and subscribe. You know, this is what it's all about, and I learn loads of stuff. And hopefully I'm bringing records to people that may not have heard a record. It must happen before. People say, Chris, thank you very much for recommending that record. I've never heard it before. I'm going to have that record in my collection. It happens. Not all the time, but it happens. That is good. This is what this is all about, okay? So, that's that out of the way. Like I say, thank you everyone who subscribed and comment. It means a lot to me, because when I first started this channel, I wanted to start a channel probably a year, 18 months before COVID, yeah? And I was too scared to. I was scared of being shot down, yeah? But I have never been shot down. I haven't even had a bad comment. And if people want to leave a bad comment, like, I think the video is crap, that's fine, because everybody has an opinion. Yeah, so that's what this is about, okay? So, that out of the way, I'm going to have a sip of coffee, and we're going to get straight into the first box set, okay? Right, that's my coffee. First box set. By the way, both these box sets, in my opinion, are collectible bangers. Okay, right, let's go. The first box set. Oh, it's a bit heavy. Story of Zamrock, released by Vinyl Me Please. This is a second pressing. They did 2 pressings of this because I missed out on the first one. I'll show you the back. Yeah, and this is number 39 of 1,000. Done by Vinyl Me Please from the States. Once I knew this was available, it was a no-brainer. No-brainer. Had to have it. Some of you may not know what's that. Some of you may know what Zamrock is. Some of you may not. So we're going to get into that. Anyway, I'll show you the contents of the box set. Let's put that there. Let's get the records out. Okay. And a bit of a leaflet. Right. Booklet. So first off, I'm going to show the booklet, and then we'll go through the records. Okay. So let me just show you the booklet. So what is Zamrock? Okay. So the booklet's just black. It's embossed on here. This is a lovely, lovely, real high quality archival box set. Okay, you see that? This is Zamrock. Okay, I'll show you a few pictures in here. There's a lovely picture here that I want to show. Look at that. It's an open mine, and there is a band there amongst workers who are working in an open cast mine in Zambia. Okay, so to explain Zamrock, I'm going to read from here. Well, Zamrock, okay, roughly from the years probably 71 to 78 it existed. It then drifted more into disco after that, but obviously Zamrock is from Zambia in Africa, and I'm going to read a little passage from here because that will help you or help me to explain, okay, because I am that good at explaining stuff. Zambia's rock scene in the 1970s is one of the great unsung global music phenomena of the 20th century. Contained herein is an overview of the genre known as Zamrock, by way of 8 carefully selected vinyl records. What makes this set particularly special is that most of these albums are reproduced here for the first time since their initial release over 40 years ago. While many of the creators of this music are no longer with us, the spirit of a particular time and place is carved into the grooves on each of these musical artifacts. Who better to define Zamrock than Jagari Chanda, frontman of the genre's most beloved ensemble, Witch? As much as we wanted to play rock from the Western world, we are African, he explained in 2012. So the other part is from Africa, Zambia, so it's a Zambian type of rock. Zamrock. The term is attributed to Manessa Piri, a Zambian DJ, who identified that rock was more than just a passing infatuation for the nation. Zambia not only fell in love with the sound of international rock in the 1970s, but also gave birth to some far-out homegrown offerings during those fertile years. We go here. We used to listen to Jimi Hendrix, Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin, The Who and Cream, explains Zamrock drummer Brian Changala. But then slowly, musically, we drifted away from that, more into, like I said, disco. Okay, so when you listen to some of these records, I mean, they are just, there's nothing else like it out there. They are phenomenal. They are lo-fi records, okay? So these were actually recorded in Zambia and 1 or 2 in South Africa, okay? Bearing in mind, Zambia was, not as bad as South Africa, but they weren't, they were very poor. And yet they had a pressing plant. They had a recording studio that they could record their music. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And they must have done it in the most adverse conditions, more so than in the West. Okay? I listened to some of these records and I can hear snippets, Zeppelin, I can hear snippets of riffs. Tony Iommi riffs I can hear. Some of it is funky, some of it is, and when you mix it all together with their own style of Zambian traditional music as well as rock, I mean, some of this stuff is drenched in fuzz and wah-wah, psyche as hell, garagey. It's a fantastic listen. So, what are the albums? Okay, so we've got 8 to go through. I'm going to show you and talk a little bit about each album. So, the box set starts off with the band Witch. They're probably one of the more famous of the Zamrock bands. Okay, this is Introduction. This is replicating, I believe, this is replicating the very first press of this record, which was a private press. I could be wrong. I mean, Vinyl and Please have done an amazing job. These are Stanton type jackets. Absolutely, quality-wise, fantastic. I'll take the record out. There's the label. You can't really see it very well on that one. Introduction is replicating the private press label. These are all on black vinyl. They sound amazing, and I'm pretty sure, I haven't done my homework, I should have done, but I'm pretty sure these are analog pressings. The record looks like they're analog pressings to me. You've got the groove guard, everything, which a lot of digital records do not have, do they? These are definitely taken from the master tapes. So this one, I mean, which are just drenched in fuzz, wah-wah, guitar, very garagey. This album is. It's absolutely, well, I mean, it's fantastic, you know, really, really good. I won't go into too much, but a lot of these records, not all of them, you can get. Okay, they're pressed, they're released by Now Again Records. Okay, so they are available. I have seen this one in the shops, so you should be able to get it for 20, 25 quid. Just go and stream. So I think you can stream a lot of this. So if you've never heard Zamrock, do yourself a favour and just go and stream a couple. Okay, so that is The Witch. It's the first one in the... Oh, I haven't told you the release date, have I? When this was originally released. Well, I'm going to say 71 because I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, 1971, I'm pretty sure. Okay, some of them do tell me on there. Next is... That's actually a very, very good listen. It you know, it's one of the better sounding ones. Some of these don't sound that good, but they're okay. But they're certainly not hi-fi recordings. If you understand what I'm saying, high fidelity audiophile recordings, no, because this is an archival set. They took them from the original tapes. You know, so, and it's amazing that they could curate this, that the tapes still existed after all these years. Isn't that, eh? Okay, this one is an album called Africa by, it says Amanaz on here, but I've been told it's pronounced Amanazi. And I'll just show you that. Look at that. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but they're all in their early 70s bell bottoms in a native village in Zambia. Absolutely, you know, stunning cover. And these are exact replicas of the original releases. This one has got a nice label, I believe. Some of these have got some iconic labels, African labels. It's on ZMP Records. Can you see that? Again, it's a black vinyl. They're all black vinyl. This one was released originally. The band was formed in September 73. Okay, so this one's from 73. I mean, this is one of my favourites in the box. There is a version of this I have seen, and I should have picked it up, and I didn't. I'm still looking for it. It's a double album, so you get the original mix, but you also get the very rare fuzz mix with it as well. This is fuzzy enough, don't get me wrong, but the fuzz mix, yeah, that is going to be something special, I think. So I've never heard it, but yeah. Originals of these here in the UK are going to be, I don't know. I've never seen one, but I have heard that they do exist. There are people in America who got them, but I've been told BG is the best grade you're going to find, possibly. So that makes having an archival box like this, you know, a no-brainer. Okay, it's not available anymore, as far as I know. This is long sold out. I've had it quite a while. Never showed it. Okay, so that's Amanazy. What came with the box set is a badge, a pin badge, that tells you basically what Amanazy means. Amanazy means ask me about nice arts in Zambia. You can see that, if I can get the glare off. Yeah, so that comes in the box set as well, along with a little postcard from Vinyl Me Please. I've got to show these, and you get a sticker as well. High quality box, everything's high quality here. This was not a cheap box set, but it screams quality. I don't subscribe to Vinyl Me Please at all, because here in the UK it's expensive, isn't it? You know, it's going to be dear, but they do have, you know, a good selection of records, and you get this little sticker with it as well. This is by far one of the best quality box sets I own. I mean, there is no filler here. It's just the albums. There is no albums you don't want. This is just the albums. Next, again, fantastic. Another fantastic record. This one was released originally. I can't see. I should have done my bloody thing in here, but they're all 78 is the latest. So this is a guy called Ricky Banda, and he's a bass player. This one is a bit different. This is it's hard to explain really, but yeah, yeah, it's more just him and a couple of others, and you know, is it more singer-songwriter? But you get the idea what I mean. That ain't heavy rock, okay? This is on the iconic Zambezi label from Zambia. You can see that. Yeah. They all come in lovely polyline sleeves, which all records today, new records, I believe should do. Yeah, it would save an awful lot of problems that we have. I'm just trying to see on here when this was released. It's not saying, but it's going to be 74, 75, I would imagine. I'm sorry about that, I can't tell you. But that's Ricky Banda. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, the standout moment on here, if there is a standout moment, because it's just awesome, is the track Who's That Guy. That's fantastic. That's Ricky Banda. Now this one is also available to buy out and about, most certainly, because I have seen it. In fact, there's a record shop here in Bury St Edmunds where I know where there is a copy of this. Okay, that will probably be on coloured vinyl. So a lot of the releases other than the box set are on coloured vinyl. Okay. Huh. Now, we're getting this one is this is, I believe, from Setya. Yeah. This was recorded at Sapra Studio, Nairobi, May 77. This is the iconic what's it called? 45,000 Volts, Danger 45,000 Volts by Ngozi family. This one is on Chris Editions label. Okay. Now this guy here, Paul Ngozi, who is there, plays some face melting guitar. This is drenched in fuzz, in heavy rock guitar as well, in an African way. There is nothing else out there like this sort of music. I'll be honest with you, there is not. And House of Fear, first track on side 2. I sit there, I listen to that, and I'm thinking, oh, I can hear Tony Iommi riffs there. It's what? It's good. It's very, very good. Again, I'm pretty sure this one is available as well to buy outside of the box set. 1 or 2 of these are not. Okay. So that's quite a heavy album, that one. Next we have Crossbones, the album Wise Man. This is much more bit more garagey. Yeah, there is fuzz in that on it, but not so much as some of the others. Very good album. I have never seen this one for sale anywhere, so this might be something that hasn't been released or outside of the box set. I don't know. That's on Zambezi Records as well. Made in Zambia by NPM. There's not a date when it was originally released. In the booklet that does tell you. It might have it on the back, but this is again fantastic album. This is a little bit more funky. There is a female singer on here as well. I'm trying to see when this was released. No, it's not originally released. It's not giving me a date off here. I should have read it on a bit of paper, shouldn't I, before I did the video. Again, this is a cracking album. Cracking album. Okay, next we have, this one was released again, it's not telling me, 5 Revolutions, Boyfriends, I'm a Free Man. This is good. This is good. Bit more African-y, garagey again. Sometimes they sing in English, sometimes in Zambian, but the music is just out of this world. Again, this might be on Teal. Am I right in thinking this is on? No, this is probably another Private Press. The label. Right, now Bank of Fireballs. Now this is a bit later. This is getting towards 78, towards the end, and this is far more funky. And there's a little bit of a story to this record. Okay, this was recorded at Malachite Film Studios, Chingola, Zambia in 1978. Okay, I'll show that. This is killer. This is killer. This is a little bit different. Very funky, more getting a little bit disco-y, but not disco if you understand what I mean. Still lots of good guitar in places. But this one, when they were, the guy who, I can't think of his name now, it tells you in the book, was compiling the box set. I think he used to live in Zambia for many years, an American. And So he knew a lot of people out there, whatever, blah, 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 loved the music, came back to America and thought, well, we need to be getting this out to people. He sent off for tapes, he knew people, and tapes came in, but he wanted a certain tape of a band, and they got it wrong, and they sent the wrong tape, okay? When he heard it, he thought, what is this? I never heard it. This is an unreleased. It was never released at all. And when they did and he thought, well, I'm going to use this because this is freaking amazing. So the album he wanted, I don't know what one it was, he didn't do it. He done this instead. And this is only available in this box set. So this box set is going to become rare because of this. This has never been released since. And I've heard it will not be released. It's exclusive to the box set. Okay. It was on the label. Well, again, it looks to me like that's going to be a private press label, because a lot of this stuff was originally on private press. Not all of it, but a lot was. Fantastic. Fantastic, just like the music was playing now. Fantastic. Right, so that's that one. That's Dot's Fireballs. And now we're going to get to what I call a batshit crazy guitar player. Okay. This is the album. This is my favourite out of the whole box set. End of story. Because the cover is freaking amazing. It's a killer cover. I don't know if this is available. I have never seen this before. Whether it's available or not outside of this box set, I don't know. It probably is. But if you only listen to one album out of this box set, make sure it's this one. Okay. It's a band called The Oscillations. I See It Coming. There's a little story about the guitar player here. There he is. Can you just see how he's playing that guitar? Yeah. I'll tell you in a minute all about him. This is the one that's on Teal Records. Again, a lot of these, they only produce one album. Again, this is the only album The Oscillations produced. Amanese only produced the one album. This is again, I think, from '78. It's hard to say. It's on Teal, which is a Zambian label. Yes, I can see that. Okay, now the guitarist in The Oscillations. When he was a young boy, he got struck down by polio, or a disease like polio. His name is Victor. Hang on, I've got to find it. Victor Kunda Kasoma, lead guitar and vocals. Okay, he evidently is still alive today. He's still with us. He's still here. He was struck down at a young age, probably about 10 years old, polio, which affected his legs, so confined him to a wheelchair. His arms, his wrists, his hands. Okay. And the story goes, he was given a guitar and he taught himself to play. This guy is a batshit crazy guitar player. He played, because I've seen pictures of him playing in a completely unreal style to how a normal guitar player would. Okay, confined to a wheelchair. And when he used to go into guitar solos when they were playing live in little clubs and that in Zambia, he would be getting so into it, he'd throw himself out of the wheelchair, all across the floor on his back, playing the guitar. I mean, it's just unreal. But if you listen to some of the guitar solos on here, they are face melting. This is just psych, garage, rock, African, all mixed in. It's, well, this, I believe, is an absolute, and I mean, look at that cover. I'm trying to get the glare off for you, but look at that cover. What an amazing, amazing cover. This was released originally, I think it's 78, I'm pretty sure. It's not saying, but I'm pretty sure it was. Maybe 79, not sure. Again, the only album this band ever produced. I would just love an original of this. I don't care if it's only in BG Plus or lower. I don't care. But I think they're quite pricey. Okay, because Zamrock has took off, you know. Anyway, that's it with the Zamrock albums. Okay, with the Zamrock box set. So they didn't take too long. Okay. Now, I've got another box set. The rest of my coffee first, if you don't mind. It's cold. Bloody cold. Hey, cold coffee. Anyway. Say hey, cold coffee. When I was in America about, I don't know, a couple of years ago, 18 months ago, visiting family in Moline, Illinois. Went out shopping one day. We went to the what do they call it, like the bloody Asda, bloody good place, huge it was. Walked through there, and we don't have them here in Bury. We have cans of Monster, but they had like Monster coffee in big cans. I thought, oh, I'm going to try one of them. Jesus Christ, I don't like cold coffee. Amazing. Why don't we have it here? Perhaps we do, but I've never seen it here where I live. So, but again, full of sugar. Must be full of sugar. Not good for you. But Jesus Christ, that was nice. Anyway, so that's Zamrock. Okay, we've got one more box set to do. And like I said, there's a bit of they have something, these two box sets have something in common. Okay. When I show you this box set, you say, what's that got in common with this? Just wait. This is a much rarer, yeah, that's a scarce, very scarce box set. But I think this is scarce now as well. Like I say, it's out of print. I'm pretty sure it's out of print. Check the Vinyl Me Please website, but yeah, I know, yeah, it's gone. So, the next box set, I'll try to do it without you saying what I got. Again, these are not new pickups, these are from the collection. Okay, so I'm now going to show you. That's the Beatles collection, 13 albums, all 13 albums in stereo. Originally released in 1978, but this was, I'll show you the box. Lovely, lovely condition one. This is just beautiful condition. Everything in here is near mint. Yeah. Commonly known as BC13, because the 13 stereo albums, all in stereo. We're going to get to what ones are nice, what ones are not so nice, but they're all they're all decent listen. To my ears, okay. I'm not keen on a couple of albums in here, which we'll get to, but this is not a 1978 at all. Discogs doesn't list a date for this, but I can date this quite precisely to 1984. I'll show you how in a moment. What is more rarer about this box set than the UK one, or German, or Dutch, or whatever, is this is a South African pressed one. Now, with the South African pressed one, or the South African one, they've reproduced the covers from the South African original releases. Okay, and to my ears, they all sound fairly good. There's a couple of exceptions, okay, which I will explain. But I'm going to show you the covers of each one. Something very distinctive about this box set, which makes it interesting to collectors, is every record is on the Parlophone label. Even Abbey Road, even Let It Be, even the White Album, everything that's all on Parlophone, not on Apple. There are no Apple labels on here. They were all released originally in Africa on Parlophone, so you get that. They have the same cover. Yeah, if you know your Beatles albums, you'll be able to spot straight away what the differences here are. Okay, I'm not going to point them out. You just have fun trying to find out what's different about the covers. Okay, so we're going to go through each album. First is the first album, obviously, Please Please Me. Can you spot the differences? Everyone's in stereo. The label that's used on these is the box Parlophone. Are you with me? I'm not keen on this album. And I'm certainly not keen on this stereo pressing of this album. None of these are etched HTM, any of these records on here. Okay, so what they've used, I don't know. They've obviously used the South African tape or whatever. No HTM. Don't know who mastered a lot of these. This one it's in stereo, and I don't think this record sounds that good in stereo anyway. I haven't heard many, so you please tell me of a good stereo pressing. But this is not my favourite record at all of the Beatles. Yeah, I do listen to it, but I usually listen to my third press mono. This sounds distant. There's no punch. Do you know what I mean? So there's two records in here that I don't like the sound of at all. This is one. Okay, so that's that one. Next, obviously, is with the Beatles. Now this couldn't be more different. Yeah, all the labels are the same as that one, so I won't show it just to save a little bit of time. Okay, as you can see, look, same label. This sounds pretty nice, actually. I quite like the sound of this one. It's got punch. It's I'm no audiophile. I don't class myself as one. But I like to hear a good sounding record. So perhaps I'm a closet audiophile. Who knows? But this does sound quite nice to my ears on my system. Okay. Notice any difference? Notice any difference? You should do. Most of these covers I think they're nearly all slightly different, i.e. colour or how they're laid out. Okay. Next, we have Beatles for Sale. Okay, none of these are glossy covers. Okay, this one is a gatefold. You'll probably notice the differences here. Okay, with the Beatles, I do like this. I have a couple of other versions of this. I've got a New Zealand press of this, a Japanese press. The Japanese press is a reissue one. I don't like the sound of that. The New Zealand press, I do like the sound of. Really nice. And this is good. This is good. Okay. No music. Wait a minute. 5 minutes. Or no, 1 minute. 30 seconds or so. Whilst I just changed the mini disc. Thank you. Sorry about that. Right, where are we up to? love this. I love what's playing now. Hard Day's Night. Again, a good, decent sound. Not the best in the world, but decent. Can you notice the difference on this one? This is what is interesting to collectors. The difference in the colours. You have the Beatles Help. See that? Lovely, lovely. Oh, these are all in near mint condition, which a lot of these box sets are. You know, the cheapest way of getting all of the Beatles records in stereo that are a good, fairly good sound is this blue box. But these are going up in price all the time. Okay, God knows what a South African one is worth. I ain't got a clue. There's none for sale on Discogs, so God knows what you'd have to pay for one of these. I really, really don't know. But usually the records are unplayed, or one or two records only get played, or whatever. I don't know. A UK one is nice, would be nice, because you can see the HTM, playing from what we know. I have heard that the Dutch one is one of the better sounding European ones, but I don't know. I've not heard it. That's just what I've heard. God, I just love this track. Yeah, I'm going to turn this up a minute because I just love this. I'm going to play some music and stop talking for a minute because I just love this, and I'm just going to show you the records. The second one I don't like. I don't like this album in stereo that I've heard. This is not the best at all. Okay, Rubber Soul. Revolver, which is a very good listen. I do like this one. Sergeant Pepper's, another great sounder, not bad. Yellow Submarine, another great one, and not a bad sounder. I don't know if that's focusing, you can see that properly. Okay. The White Album, not really much to see here. The thing with the White Album, the South African press has no inserts. There were no inserts. Okay, so they were produced that way. They were replicating what was originally released. Okay, I'm going to stop for a minute because I want to talk a bit about what was just playing. In the comments, just let me know. That was Skin Alley. I've been looking for albums by Skin Alley for a long time. I never ever see any. If anyone out there knows where there are any albums by Skin Alley originals for sale, please in the comments let me know. Or even if you have some, or have a spare one, you want to sell or anything. I have been looking for years for Skin Alley albums, and I have never ever seen them in the wild. Seen one or two on eBay for a lot of money, okay? But I'd be really, really interested, okay? So that's just a little shout out, you know. I don't want anything for nothing. I'll pay. I am that desperate to have albums by Skin Alley, okay? Next. Just brilliant, isn't it? Abbey Road. Another, this is not bad sound, quite like this one. And the White Album is not bad. There are better, I mean, there's a couple of pressings of that I'm desperate for. I want the White UK, in the UK, they released Beatles albums for export in '78. They did the Red and Blue album on red and blue vinyl, didn't they, in '78? Well, a lot of people don't know. They also did Magical Mystery Tour on yellow, which I have. They also did the White album on white vinyl, export only. They did Abbey Road in green. They did Sgt. Pepper's, and they did Let It Be again in white. I can't remember what Sgt. Pepper's one was, or if they did Sgt. Pepper's. I think they did. That export only, so they went around the world. Very, very, very few copies got left in the UK for sale. They are expensive, but they are true UK press originals, you know, press, not originals, but press for, and they're rare, and I would like copies of those. But I found one so far. Who knows, maybe I'll never find any more of the others, I don't know. I'm also after the German press of the White Album on white vinyl, which is a DMM cut. That does turn up from time to time. That is supposed to be a phenomenal sounder. Although it's DMM, what you got to remember is they used the original master tapes, okay, and cut it to DMM, not a digital file cut to DMM. There is a big difference when you listen to these DMM records. If they're cut from the original master tapes and a top engineer is used, amazing results are found, and that is one. That is a known, very, very good sounding White Album pressing. So I'm looking for that. So I'd let you know. We have Let It Be. Another not bad sound. I mean, it's not bad to my ears. You sometimes just have to, with some of these records, just tweak your bass and treble a little bit, bring the treble down a little bit, up the bass a little bit, and they're fine. Very, very good. Very good. I love, very good. And the last one is the Beatles Rarities. Instead of being blue, it's purple. Yeah. Like I say, all on Parlophone, which is interesting to collectors, along with these covers are interesting to collectors. Okay. Jesus, we've got through it. We've done it. Well, that's good. Weren't too long, was it? Yeah, I've got ideas for other videos. I want to do a video on, not so much promo records, but I've got a couple of records which will be my next video, and they have something on them that I want to discuss, because we don't really know what it means. Okay. There is, I'm not going to say now, but that'll be my next video. It's going to be quite an interesting discussion. Might not last long. Hopefully we can discuss in the comments what people's thoughts about that are. Again, in the comments, if you have any, comment. I'll try and answer all comments. Subscribe, please, because that helps to get my video out to people all over the place. Okay? Thank you for being so patient. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will be back soon. Until then, stay good, everyone.